And now, wow, hold on. Oh, no, wait. I have to share the screen with you. I was like, that was relatively seamless. I just need to make sure I share screen and audio.
I'm putting the appropriate tags on.
Now, that when you say that, I know it's a lie and liars go to hell. Just saying. Just letting you know.
I don't know what.
What? Okay, so tell me literally what tag you just added.
Permadeath.
There you go. See? Don't give me that look. What do you mean, Pat?
I did also put Game Jam. Because we
what?
jamming, baby.
No, it's got to be jam because jelly don't shake like that.
Wait. Oh, no, that's not good.
Did you just censor your own joke?
Yeah, I saw there. Good on Twitch. There is a tag that says invisible disability, which is awesome. That is really great to point out. But I thought that they were saying that invisibility was a disability, and I realized what it was after the fact.
I wonder. I've heard the term invisible disease before, which I like. Probably invisible disability is a better term. It is way harder to say, though. Okay, here we go. Continue.
Also, I can still hear the game coming through the Zoom, so I always hear myself on like a half-second delay. And this is my villain origin story. This is how I joined the Suicide Squad.
No, it didn't always do this, did it?
No, life didn't always have to be this way.
But so hold on, because I'm sharing it with you. Now, is it just your voice coming through that you hear twice, or the game as well?
Just my voice.
How?
And I think it's because it's coming through the Zoom.
Why on earth would it come? Oh, no, wait. You know what I bet it is? I might have shared. I bet if I share the wrong window. So I'm going to share. So maybe I shared a screen instead of just sharing Disco Elysium. Oh, you know what it's saying? It says share sound.
Oh.
So maybe it's sharing all of the sound from my computer instead of merely the sound from this window. That would make sense. That would be unfortunate, but again, it's impetus for us to find a slightly tighter system here.
I noticed that you shared the screen for just a moment, and it looks like we were outside the bookstore. Why don't you tell the audience how we're going to go behind the curtain this week, and generally like what we're doing, and I'm going to go do a bio thing and be right back.
Okay. Hey everyone, if you've been watching this, is this an actual play? Is this a let's play? This is a GM SM. This is a game where I'm engaging in a sort of sadism with Aaron, where he just wants to go behind a curtain in a bookstore, and I keep promising it and failing to deliver. Also, please don't ask me to describe what this game is. Oh, wait. Now, hold on. It looks like I can now click on this door when I couldn't before. Now, we could lie to Aaron and say that that can't happen. But as we've established, liars do go to hell. Let's look at what our current quests. That's right. I've decided to find my heraldic bird. The lost bull, victim's tattoos. Where's the rest of the armor? Find speed. That's a great quest. Apparently there was a pissing match between Precinct 41 and Kim. So I can talk to Kim about that after we finish inspecting the body. See, I think we have finished inspecting the body. So, I just want to also look here. I have one level. I can go up a level. And we're not really close to going
Everybody's
up another
filled
level. Yeah. So again, I'll say, hey, if you don't know what's going on here, we've been uploading the other versions of this on YouTube. So if you want to understand what's going on here, you gotta watch it from the beginning. I can't imagine what it would be like trying to understand this game starting from this point.
Yeah. It's like Tetris.
Yeah, like Tetris. Exactly like Tetris.
This is actually Tetris 2.
Okay. So you'll note that I am very physically hurt. I am emotionally hurt, as you can tell by my character portrait.
And lack of pants.
No, I mean, that's the only thing keeping me going is my lack of pants.
Have you ever had just like a really comfy pair of pants? And
No.
No, all right. That's unfortunate. I know what to get you for Christmas.
I'm just looking at...
Pat, the quests don't matter. We just have to go and see behind the curtain.
It's been so long. I'm trying to remember
It
physical instrument. Oh, see, like savoir faire. How on freaking earth? Like, I need to get... This is a challenging check for savoir faire. It's my only one. Okay, you know what? You're right. Okay, here we go. But also, Aaron, look, remember the door wouldn't open before? Now it will.
No, I don't.
It did. Like, remember we spent the whole time talking to that woman, and then I'm like, okay, we can go inside. But
I remember you accosting her.
I mean, I was
Go to the right.
I was helping.
Else matters.
But hold on,
right.
over here, there's something I need to look at. See all these things? Look at all these clickable things. See? I mean, if I'm going to investigate this place, so over here,
We have already investigated this place, but we have not investigated the curtains.
No. See, because if we had clicked on these things already, we would know these things. We would we'd have, these little bubbles wouldn't be showing up.
There's 2 bubbles. 3, 4. God.
See, right? So here we go. This is part of the ambience.
It's ambivalence.
Oh, ambivalence is my least favorite sidekick from the Tick universe.
Ambivalence is the weapon that I just can't get to work.
So I am irritated by how slow he's walking, so we're gonna run.
Although, like a jolly trollop is definitely his speed.
A jolly trollop sounds like a Victorian candy.
Victorian burlesque. That was my stage name.
A tome of fascist magic? Yeah. Like, why? See, that's just teasing. Not letting me click on that. Okay, then here's this. I like how that's notable. It's like, and just some fucking book.
It's called the Silmarillion.
Hey, now.
I know. I'm just trolling.
Don't call up what you can't put down. Okay, what's this?
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Paranatural. So again, my strategy here. She was very reluctant to let us behind the curtain, right? She was very nervous about it.
We've been here before.
Yep, we've been here before, and I'm not saying we talked like for an hour or maybe 2. like sort of looking at the curtain and really living in our feelings about the curtain. But she was very, she was a little worried. So my thing is, I didn't have any money. So what I wanted to do is come in here, look around, be a customer, and sort of, therefore sort of ingratiate myself with her, talk about books. She runs a bookstore. I'll buy a book, and then bam, curtain.
Okay.
So.
And you will yell, "It's curtains for you."
Yep, it's curtains. It's curtains for us, is what I will scream triumphantly as I run through the curtain.
Right.
So in order to make sure that she is fully invested in my experience of her bookstore, I plan on shouting at the top of my lungs through my browsing experience, which is, from my limited experience, the best way to really, be in a bookstore.
I have found that being very loud, regardless of competence, is usually the best way to get things done in America.
It's too real.
Got too real.
Storekeep, hey, I see some books here. What are they?
What's a goosebumps?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free.
Forbidden books.
I can't have you end up, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh, no.
Opening a police store?
Yeah.
I think this is the first person I've met who understands less about police work than I do.
Have you ever met somebody where you're like, I know why they are the way they are, but I wish they were different? That's Plaisance for me.
Plaisance, we started out as mortal enemies, and I was willing to hate her forever. And then she was revealed to be a complex person who was willing to talk and reconsider some of how she was thinking about parenting, which was very important to me. The other thing is, I am not going to go. I'm going to browse the bookstore as a courtesy to Plaisance. But then I also got to talk to my one best friend in this game, is that little girl.
She's great.
She's great.
And I'm realizing the friction that I'm experiencing is because we learned about Plaisance before we investigated the rest of the bookstore, right? So we got all that character building up top, but her tone and the way that she is communicating with us right now feels like it should have occurred before we found that stuff out. Like, now that we have a connection, now that we've had that conversation, it should be a little smoother, but the game just doesn't have that sort of variety, which is fine. That's a crazy level of detail.
But
fair. That's where the friction's coming from.
I will say, in fiction, that she has made a decision to change. However, these old habits, like her reflex reaction, is still probably going to be the same, because nothing like that happens overnight.
I think that's valid. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to be like, no worries, I won't. I understand.
I won't
completely.
open a police store.
I won't open up. I don't. Don't worry. I won't browse these books. And then I do it.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance.
Dundas is a great last name.
It is very good. Do you think there's a Matthias W. Dundee? A Crocodile Dundas?
The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
Wow.
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything.
It's a little getting a little truthy up in this joint, well, just like this game does, and does very well.
Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Slow down, game. This is too truthy of a bomb.
Does the book say anything else?
The book
says you are the
features
problem.
chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And
Wait. What do you mean and? Slow down.
there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying.
It is like, as somebody who has studied traditional alchemical treatises, it's wild the experiments people did, because they're like, I have discovered a new substance, and it here's how you refine it, and once you refine it, and then it's like notes on this substance, because it was effectively how to refine phosphorus, which, to be fair, it's really hard to find in the natural world before you could like order it online. And so there's this huge process about how to make it and how to get it. And then it's like, and then it's like this substance has affinities with this and it can do this. And then it's like here, like if you do this, it can do this. And I think phosphorus, like with raw phosphorus, if you do something, it's like on paper, it will hold, like if you shine a light on it and then you take the light away, it will retain a little bit of light. It was like early glow in the dark, I think. And it's like, if you do this, it does this. And it's, good for this. And it's like, and then there's a line. It's like, also, if you put this on your dick, boy, it really hurts. And it was just this
How
guy's.
did we gain that information?
It was just this guy's notes. And he's like, wow, cool. I got this cool new thing. It's like in tea. It's like, what about on paper? And then like he kind of tried everything on his desk, and then he's like, and then it cuts, to him right like 2 days later with this entire area bandaged. It's like, except it was also written in this very old-timey language with the Y's in it and everything. It's like, if one putteth upon the privates, a great burning with an E at the end.
It's weird. It says not to put it on your dick, but it says balls are fair game. Weird.
Okay.
I do have a question.
Okay.
Does the existence or the idea of a police store indicate the existence of a spy shop, or like a detective depot, or like an agent boutique? Is that a thing that exists in the world of Disco Elysium?
I mean, as a kid, like as a hooligan, as somebody who used to hool semi-professionally.
You went semi-pro with hooliganism?
Oh yeah, we were semi-pro. We could have gone for the Olympics, but who has the money to really take it that far? We would refer to the cop shop as we were dodging around.
I would usually go to the Emissary Emporium.
I would say cop shop is sort of like, that's like a local convenience police store, as opposed to the police store, which is more like, that's where you go and they've got everything, Okay.
I like to go to the Rogue Outlet.
This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this?
Oh, look, the remote viewers division. Remember, I was like,
I remember.
And there's heard about the curse. Although, see, I've come to this browsing so late. This is the easiest check. If I miss this check, I'm gonna, if I miss this check.
When you miss this check.
If I miss this check, I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm going to do if I miss this check.
See and swing away.
The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf.
Yeah, I guess.
Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pearl.
Can I propose something for future game development?
Okay.
So for this check, for the Inland Empire check, it gave you a +1. It said heard about the curse. If we ever make a video game that's similar to Disco Elysium, I want every single check to have -1 and says doesn't know about the curse.
Oh my God.
That
Oh
way,
my
throughout
God.
the entire game, you're like, what curse?
Oh my God. That's so good. That's so good. That's, you know, for like what you're pitching is just brilliant in terms of like fucking with people. But truthfully, like that would be a seamless and efficient way to like bring information to me as the player.
Yeah, to really pique your curiosity. And it encourages like a new game plus, because once you know about the curse, you do everything differently. And maybe it's like a time loop game. Oh, I'm gonna make this game this weekend.
What I was going to propose is right now there's like you succeed at the check or you fail at the check, but ultimately once you succeed, the check is over. What I would like, and normally the failure state is like, well, you don't get there yet, but you can come back here and do it. What would be interesting to me is different failure states, like, because failing at something that you're bad at is like, you know, like you try to do a pole vault and it's like, and you're like, well, I guess, you know, I you know, traditionally in a game, it's like if your skill at something is reflected in a failure success metric, it's that, you know, you're good at things, therefore your failure isn't as much of a failure. But I would like to propose that, like, if I have a 3% chance to like win the pole vaulting contest, I don't know what you call it when you pole vault.
The Olympics?
Against each other. No, like on the street, how the toughs use pole vaulting in order to resolve.
I forgot West Side Story. All the sharks were pole vaulters and all the jets were shot put people.
Yeah. But like, here's the thing. Right now, Patrick Rothfuss, would present like a 3%, like the lowest possible chance of succeeding at the pole vault check. But the thing is, I could fail in an embarrassing way because like I could hold the pole and then I could run at the thing and then like I might like stick it in that little notch. No, hold on. Let me start over again. I could run at with my pole and I could stick it in the little notch and then it would be jarred out of my hands and then I'd fall down and like my pants would fall and it'd be like super embarrassing. But so it's like, oh, you failed. You have to come back later when you're better at pole vault. But somebody who is really like, if you have a 97% chance, then you're fucking brilliant at pole vault. So you could take this and you could be like, you know, you run up and you jam it in. And then like, but if you fail and you're so good, like you're really getting the leverage. And what happens is like your pole breaks and then springs back and the busted end stabs you through the liver.
You're not gonna recover from
like
that.
You're good enough to, or like you do it and it's like you pole vault like way the fuck up in the air and you fall down and you break your femur, you know? Like that would be neat. Is like you need a certain amount of competency to even fail well. Anyway,
I have a bad image in my head. Question: If you were to jump over me, would that be a pole vault?
Are you Polish of your ethnicity and descent?
I'm 50% Polish.
Oh, interesting. No, I would argue that if I locked you somewhere, then you would be in a pole vault.
Interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of great work we're doing today.
Yeah, I know. We've effectively almost looked at a book. You realize that, like, society might cease to exist before we finish this game at our current rate.
It's going to be a fucking miracle if we see credits on this game.
Yep. Okay. Suddenly out of nowhere, small green book, blah, 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 blah. Now, I will admit, this is something I dimly remember from my previous playthrough, that the pale is a concept, like it is a supernatural thing in this world. So
Is it related to the Duldamakakwa?
I think I haven't heard it.
Duldamadakwa.
The Duldamadakwa. I think the woman we met, I think she's referred to as the pale driver. And she's
Yes.
like that truck driver who's like,
lady
she's
driver.
like the late, no. And anyway, there's the crazy woman trucker, and she's like, and I'm like, oh, you were sort of lost in your memories. And she's like, nah, man, I was there, you know? And I'm like, she's like, no, I go there, bitch. You know, she's like, I wasn't like lost in my thoughts. I traveled through time, and she has mentioned the pale. I don't think I was playing a very high shivers character in my last playthrough, but I had enough shivers that I could be aware of the concept of the pale. So here we go. What is the pale?
The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This
Beans.
knowledge seems to be taken for granted.
So what's the book about?
The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pale, also known as le territoire.
The place? The territory? No, I don't think that is a root of territory.
To quote the Music Man, you gotta know the territory.
For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pale.
The two choices here, exquisite.
Yeah. Also, like this is pretty basic stuff. Like, who doesn't know about like birch bark self-flagellation?
Yeah, this is Tuesday night material.
Yeah.
This isn't even a weekend getaway.
This is. I would dare to say, like, this isn't the BTSM that I paid money to see on stage.
This ain't your daddy's BTSM.
Boy, see, now I'm also
Be happy
realizing
for it.
that if I make a joke that references the stuff we do before the game later in the YouTube videos, they're gonna, like, they don't get that. They haven't seen that, but they've probably just shown up to watch the playthrough of this game, and so they don't know.
But
They're gonna come in and they're gonna be like, Pat doesn't even know the real acronym for BDSM.
no, he doesn't know the Bangtan Boys.
Yeah, boys with an I.
Boys.
Okay, sound painful, or like, I mean, it does sound both painful and invigorating.
Invigorating.
I'm gonna say invigorating because it is leafy twigs. Leafy twigs.
It is, and good for the circulation too.
And
What else?
And what else? Like, I like how
Have you ever put phosphorus down your pants?
and on application to the nethers with like an E at the end. Everything is funnier if you spell it old timey.
It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pale. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pale and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired.
I'm happy that they clarified because, like, you're a high shivers character. You could consume distilled spirits like ghosts. You don't know. So saying that it's vodka or whiskey, it's good to clarify.
Yep. What is this? I mean, you could also, it wouldn't have to be really distilled spirits. I think you could do this with like a Pilsner or perhaps like a pale ale.
Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health.
Wow.
Sign me up.
Sign me up. I mean, my liver's hale and hearty, of course.
You've seen his liver?
My liver looks like a fucking craisin.
Looks like Baby Mario after he got one of those bad mushrooms.
Liver looks like Akira, like 2/3 of the way through the movie.
For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the Pale, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour.
Imagine a doctor saying, it's like, boy, I'm just feeling so run down, doc. It's like, well, have you considered taking a walk every day? But no matter what, less than an hour. It's like, hold on, this can't be too good for me. If you're scared that I'm going to do it more than an hour, this doesn't sound like healthful and revigorating.
I swear to God, if you're active more than an hour a day, it's going to throw the whole world off its axis.
Yep.
These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions.
See? Like,
Yes,
I'm already on the path, man. I'm half nude and drunk already. I mean, one would argue that all of the social consequences to my bad action are now currently like a sort of self-flagellation that I'm currently, being birched for.
Hold on, I need to update the tags with self-flagellation.
This is
We got
exactly
flow
what you need.
arts.
Flow arts. This is exactly what I need. I would like it if I had an invisible pale stat that had constantly been ticking up because I played most of this game with no pants.
Oh, this guy doesn't know about the curse.
There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
Yeah, like
You mean they're half of
do-
everything in the household because you should be an equal partner?
doing the dishes and like being a good listener and being sort of a
there's
compassionate.
a mental health thing to that too.
Yeah.
Listen to your partner.
Yeah. I mean, men do traditionally have trouble listening. So, no, hold on. I like this. It's very. I probably need. Well, I'm not married. I would love. Oh, I certainly don't need that. And most people would think it's because he's like, my dick's fine. I put phosphorus on it. And but what he's really thinking is like, I'm not married. I certainly don't need that.
What about
You
married to a
close
job?
the book and return
sorry.
it to its place on the shelf.
Buy this book.
See, I thought you were going to push
Please.
back against it because you're like, you're going to run out of money and be trapped forever.
We're not finishing this game. What's going on?
Indeed.
Yes.
Something about that book
Save the
does seem
game.
to have spoken to you.
Oh shit! Some of these books talk. But
Hey, lady, this book sounds like you.
I also like the fact that I have not left this position. But also the money is gone from my inventory. So theoretically,
Sorry, Chewie did not like that.
oh, no worries. But I like the thought that I found a book and just like turned around and threw a handful of change at her.
Well, I hope it contains what you're looking for.
Amidst the various books, the point of the book, and many
Where's Kim?
various paranatural books
Yeah.
still litter the shelf.
Yeah, Kim isn't up here with me for some reason.
Oh, sorry, Kim. Kim found out about that curse and went through the portal.
Yeah. So now I think there was a
Several
check
maps
here.
have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner.
That's like the Goonies.
Yeah, I think behind it is a secret passage.
The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Can I buy these maps?
Can you find Skull Island?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
Hey now.
Oh, we're gonna buy these damn maps.
Don't fall prey to the retail version of negging.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is it so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be.
A map of an imaginary place. I'm going to use this to get to the pail.
From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up
Shut up,
4
take
or
my
5
money.
years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
PlaySense, have you ever heard the phrase, selling past the close? It is a rookie move and you're better than that.
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be
Steal
nice
it.
if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Yeah, a lot of bad people in Martinez. Steal the map. Oh wait, you got to put on your thieving pants.
Oh, yeah, my thieving gloves. Yeah, hold on. Leave.
Well, you couldn't be that detective. You're wearing pants now.
I do have. Hold on, my gloves already give. Oh no, those are my drug gloves. Clothes. Here's my. Yeah, I love the fact that by wearing these huge cartoonish, like, gloves, I am now better at stealing a slim paper map. This is the other reason why you don't want mechanisms like this in your game.
Or
You know what?
do.
No.
This coat gives me +1 to knowing about the curse.
Yeah, this is my hooligan shirt. Yeah, I better be.
Do you have
She'll-
a ruffian hat?
Yeah, I did. I put on my ruffian hat. This is better reaction speed. But also my coat, my jacket here.
Do you have your ne'er-do-well glassers?
Yeah, I've got to take off. This is. Oh yeah, see, look at this. Right now, right here. If I steal it while looking like this, wait. If I steal it while looking like this, and instead, I gotta replace my clipboard. And then also I'm gonna hold some drugs. So now, if this person steals something, then she'll never know it was me, because she's like, what did this woman look like, officer? I imagine my character interviewing her in the future, looking like he normally does, and she'll be like, well, he definitely was wearing pants, and a beanie, and was holding drugs. And I'm like, pants, you say? Well, and then he crosses off on his suspect list me, and he does it like really, is the paper is really big and it's just written on it, it says me on his clipboard, and then
We don't have any other leads.
yep, and then he's like, boy, I just don't know what I can do for you, ma'am.
I love the fact that no matter what you wear, it looks like you just recovered from Burning Man.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I also did have to take this off. Not only is this my great reverse disguise, but this is my cop coat. That gives me a bonus to. Why does this disco-ass blazer give me a bonus to copness? The world will never know.
Disco, baby.
Yeah. Okay. Now we'll go back here. Whoa, hold
You
on.
want to level up?
Whoa,
your
hold
stealing?
on. What are you?
Now that you've acquired some stimulants, it's time for a little pick-me-up. Time to detect.
Hell yeah.
So what is great here is like, in rearranging my inventory, I'm like, you know what? I'll put this in my hand. But then the game is like, oh, so you're an addict, and now you're holding on to some drugs that you want. I'm going to force you to interact with this idea. Yeah, my character is
half of
slowly
what
turning
makes
into the
this
Big
game
Lebowski.
I mean, yeah, but I think half of what makes this game brilliant is it forces you to interact with stuff.
Yeah.
The outcomes have a variety of different, messages and things they want to say, but the sheer fact that they have you interact with it at all is huge.
Yeah, it's and again, I've never experienced anything like this game
And
before.
with that being said, let's try some speed.
Will it make me into a super cop is how
Yes.
I'm gonna.
It'll make you into more than that. A mega cop. This is your modus operandi. This is how you've done it for years. Let's go.
So, and then I'm like, but Kim. And I do like, this is my mental journey here where I'm like, but Kim though. And I like how this is also my second thought. It's like, not I will literally die out of my human body. My second thought is, but Kim will be disappointed.
Have you ever died out of your human body before?
See? That's your problem. A lack of confidence. Speed can help you with that. And, Kim, it can help you with everything.
So
Electrochemistry making a lot of sense.
help me remember electrochemistry, or rather speed, because there's 4 drugs in the game, or four that you can drink booze, you can smoke cigarettes. There's the hallucinogen, and this is your stimulant. Does this boost your physical stats?
Speed, I think it increases your psyche but lowers your health. Chat,
Well,
can you help with that?
Every one of these lowers my health. Like, it'll do me a pip of damage as soon as I do it, and then for an hour, I get a bonus to one category. Joustcraft, that is not a coincidence that this is close to the addictive narrative thought train. Like,
Not at all.
Motorix, and Motorix is like physical body. Oh, it damages morale. That's great. Like, I've got plenty of morale.
Yeah, we're fine. You save the game, do it.
Because like, and then this will also not make me just a better detective. It'll make me a better thief because it'll give me a +1 to that, to the stealing roll.
It says Motorix is Dex, and as a lifelong rogue, Dex is the most important thing you can have.
Oh, there it is. It is Motorix and a -1 to. So here we go. And I'm like, I'm like, this is just our initial fact-finding mission here. I'm not too worried, but let's just talk about it.
It's not ideal, no. But you need the zeal. Let's face it, you're never going to finish this case without cheating.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Like I need every help, every advantage I can get.
Yeah, you as an older white man, you need all the advantages you can get.
You raise the bottle, close
Oh Jesus!
hell, fury. The rush is almost immediate.
Mamma
It tastes bitter and caustic and stings a bit inside your nose.
I thought it looked like I was huffing glue out of a paper bag. Or like, I'm sorry, not glue, rubber cement out of a paper bag. Because of the the bag I was holding. And then when I slapped myself in the face, it looked very strange. Okay, here we go. Good to have you back, Officer Mega Cop. The world has been waiting. Now, Kim, I would like it pointed out to the entire world. Kim didn't see that. He was looking off in a different direction.
Kim's in a book.
Yeah, Kim's browsing. Hold on. What genre is Kim reading? Kim, for recreation, reads typewriter repair manuals. And also vor porn. I'm calling it in the air.
Oh my god. Kim is writing his Attack on Titan fanfic that doubles as vor porn. Where's the tag for that?
No, don't. Oh God, no. See, what's funny is like, yeah, he is a voracious reader.
Channel, oh no.
Oh, Mola Molifant, that's very good. It's very good.
Okay. I think that Kim is actually reading something tasteful.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, it's
Kim is
tasteful
reading...
vor porn. It's Victorian.
No. All right. I'll say this. Kim is reading Mary Robinette.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good call.
I can see Kim loving Mary Robinette, and I say that as a compliment. I love Mary Robinette's writing.
Yep.
Kim is totally into that,
I mean, that said,
and also Vorborn.
Okay. Well, I was gonna. It's rare that I start to think of a thing to say, and I'm like, for real though, that will be clipped at some point, and someone will see it. Like I've said silly things about Vin Diesel or whatever celebrities or whatnot, but what I was going to say is that, you know, I bet you, like Mary Robinette, if she wrote some vor porn, I would read that, and it would be like the highest quality vor porn, and I want that to be noted as a compliment to her ability, not sort of a me theorizing like what her next project is. To be clear, everyone in chat, like, can we be cool about this? I've never before really hoped that everyone has stopped watching the stream before now.
What are you gonna do if tomorrow Mary Robinette announces her next project?
Oh, actually, you don't know, Aaron. Way back in the day, as a stretch goal for World Builders, she wrote Name of the Wind erotic fanfic.
Really?
And then made me read it with her, and we have a video of it.
Please, I need to find this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So good to have you back, Officer Mega Cop.
Now the taste is slowly receding into your throat. The rush is growing in intensity. Your little heart pounding like a bird in a cage. A sweat breaks out across your brow. Your jaw clenches.
My avatar just explodes.
You become glitter. Also, this electrochemistry sounds like porn.
I'm here's the thing. I love what they do here, because every time I have done a drug in this game, it's like, cool, hey, you have a quest, do some drugs, you want them. And then it tries to talk you into it, and then you do them, and you're like, hey, guess what? You get a bonus. Hey, guess what? 30 experience. And I'm like, cool. But at the same time, I know I am making bad choices. And I love that. Uh-huh. Think of literally every other game you have ever played.
Well, Legend of Zelda, you can break everybody's pots and steal their money, and they're like, all right, cool.
No.
Except for Link's Awakening, they call you a thief. But
specifically in terms of drugs. Think of Fallout.
Oh.
You play Fallout, and it's like, there's all these things, and it's always like, be careful, because you might get addicted, or, ooh, there's negative side effects. And you're like, cool, and you just eat handfuls of these drugs all the time.
I think the Life is Strange games treat the decision of taking drugs pretty seriously, but also I love Life is Strange, and I'll always go to bat for them. But that would be an interesting one for us to play at some point.
Yeah, and Saucefire mentions here, I took Gent once and immediately got addicted in Fallout. But the thing is, how do you get cured from addiction in Fallout?
You stop playing the game.
Addiction to Jet in Fallout. You go to a doctor and you give him 100 bottle caps. Or I think there's a different drug that you can take that cures you of addiction.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so what it is, it's like all these things give you bonuses. And even the games that are a little more articulate, and it's like, addiction, it immediately gives you a way out of that utterly undercuts any. And so it's like, or The Witcher, the whole game is about doing drugs to fight monsters, you know? Like, yeah.
Aren't we all taking our own drugs to fight our own monsters, Pat? It's one of the things I love James S.A. Corey's The Expanse series. Oh my God, I love it so much. But one of the things that I took away from the first book, I guess spoilers for a book that's kind of old at this point, is they have to take treatment for what they've gone through in that first book for years and years and years. They have to take like radiation or cancer drugs because they were stuck on that planet. It's escaping me right now, and that's always stuck with me. The fact that even in the TV show, they take time to show them rehabilitating and taking medicine, and so many shows just don't show that. It's kind of an invisible part of who they are now. I think it's so important to show the repercussions of those decisions.
You know, I like the Dresden Files, which again is, you know, you can always quibble most with the things that you love most, you know, because you know them most intimately. And so they're certainly not perfect, a perfect series of books, but it might be my favorite, like single multi-volume narrative story.
Interesting.
I absolutely adore the Dresden Files. The first couple of books are a little bit rough, but they do things that no other books have done. And they've been consistently excellent. And the main character, Harry, like, is literally dealing with his trauma. Like, although, you know, it doesn't talk about it specifically, but it is obvious, like, some bad things happened to him early on, and a lot, and viewed through that lens, it's like, oh no, he's got so many different things he's trying to work through. I think I once, when I was doing an interview with Jim, I'm like, and Jim was like, yeah, and I'm like, he's got, it's like, so it's like, he would really benefit from some therapy, right? And Jim's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, Harry, and she's like, oh no, Harry's like, does not come from that culture. He would benefit from it so much. He would never go because he's got his head screwed on wrong about what therapy is and all of that. I would love to see Harry eventually be like, you know, I need to do more than like go jogging and like take some deep breaths. I need somebody to fucking deprogram me a little bit.
I want to highlight Karina in the chat says, what if water is a drug and we're just to drink from the day we were born, and that's why we die if we stop for too long? I drink 4 of these a day. Is this big water, Pat? Is this a conspiracy from Big Aqua?
Hey, I just completed a quest, and I don't think I'm getting enough credit for that.
30 experience
30
is plenty
experience.
credit for taking drugs.
Oh, it damaged my health too. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay.
And let's be honest, there's a little chest pain. The good kind.
The good
of course.
kind.
You may want to blast a nosophed or something.
Feel it in my sternum.
That's not fair. I thought I was only going to have a morale negative. That's probably just I'm sure that's just the first time I did this drug. All in the future, I won't have to worry about that.
You should just keep doing the drugs.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing really getting in the way of me doing these drugs all the time and constantly having a +1 to all my physical stats is
the curse.
It's not the curse. It's I don't have enough money.
Well, why did you buy dumb
this
shit?
This shit is strong. This shit is disco.
Disco.
Time for a little truth. Tell the lieutenant you did some. Clear the air.
Hold on. I like the fact that, like, as part of this, it's like, hey, you know what? you should now tell your partner that you just did some drugs.
All right, cards on the table. I'm not here right now.
Okay, let's boogie. I do also love the fact that it's like, this will end this little interaction if you want to get back to the narrative. Are there any downsides? You know, I have decided to always be honest with Kim. And that doesn't just mean answering his questions honestly. I think it's a policy of full disclosure. So even if I did sneak this and then I'm like, you know what, this isn't honest. And so I did kind of do the worst job of sneaking a drug ever. And then I'm going to turn to him and say, hey, Kim, just to be straight up with you, man, I just did some drugs. In
the movie of my mind, you blearily walk over to Kim and you're like, I think we should be honest with each other. And Kim's like, I agree. I'm thinking of buying this book. And then you just shout, I did drugs.
Actually, my version of that would be like, I come over and it's like, I think we need to be honest with each other. And in his head, Kim is like, don't tell me you love me. Don't tell me you love me. Don't tell me you love me.
Don't tell me you love me because I don't know if I can reciprocate, but I want to. And I'm so guarded. And then it's like a 3-minute monologue about Kim being like, I'm so scared to open up my heart to love again. I just got over my last partner, and you're so attractive, and you look like a disco person. And then you're like, I did drugs.
Actually, when it comes back, I'm off doing something else, and that's what makes sense in fiction. That's why I get away with so much stuff, is that Kim is always effectively having like Death Note level interior monologues about like how he loves me, but how he's conflicted about it. That I love. I love that as, yeah. Hey Kim, how big are my pupils right now? What's that?
If Kim had the Death Note, I don't know what would happen.
I would trust Kim with the Death Note. Okay. Hey, Kim. I did just a little, just a skosh of speed. I hope you don't mind. It's for my job. This is a prescription speed for copying.
I'm not your mother.
Oh.
I don't care. Do what you have to do.
Oh, the fact that he didn't
Let me
look
get back
at me.
to this typewriter handbook.
Yeah. Now, and again, hey, everyone, this is good writing. I'm not your mother. I don't care. Do what you have to do. Those words by themselves are like kind of dismissive, and it's like, hey man, like, I'm cool, you're cool, whatever. But the fact that he avoids your gaze, this is brilliant writing. It's tight, concise, emotionally meaningful, and it's way better than, I'm not your mother, Kim says disapprovingly, because that you would process intellectually, as opposed to somebody who talks to you without meeting your eyes. They're ashamed of you or for you, or both. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's very good writing.
As long as you remain functional, he thinks. Now, let's get back to work.
I'm not your mother.
Just say it
I
again.
don't
Just
care.
keep telling him.
Do what you have to do.
As long as you remain functional, he thinks. Now, let's get back to work.
That's like the Key and Peele sketch where he's like, hey, let me hit that. And he's like, man, pot now isn't like when you were a kid. You can't handle it. And he's like, I'm a grown-ass man. I can do it. It's like, and he's like, no, you really can't. It's not. And he's like, and he gets really incensed. And he's like, we have had this conversation 48 times. And he's like, oh. Well, let me hit that. I know I don't normally, but let me hit that. And that's the whole skit. It's so good. Okay. Are there any downsides to speed at all? I'm pretty sure not.
To this. You kidding? There are downsides to not being on it.
Okay, let's boogie.
Spring. Everything is clear around you. You're ready to concentrate on the next task in the task chain.
I mean, this is a kind of a gentle version of how I feel with my ADHD meds. So I don't know how to feel about that. I also did drink a big coffee today, too.
Pat, I will also remind you, we have a meeting in 6 minutes.
6 minutes. So, I mean, I did everything
But
that I
I'm
meant to
leading
do
the meeting,
today.
Pat.
Yeah. So hold on. I've got a yellow thing. Yellow means my body is telling me something.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched.
There's a lack of magnesium in me.
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
I like these are my two. So I need to mag it up. So I need to mag it sideways.
Sideways?
What does this even mean? I'm going to say this because it's a very David Bowie thing to say.
Mag it sideways? What are you doing? You need to mag it up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
Oh, here we go. I do want to be an alien communist, supernatural ghost alien super cop.
Yes,
A lot of things.
if you want to live.
Oh
You
no!
need to evolve. You need to ascend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system.
Pat,
No, hold on. I'm just saying. First off, we owe it to ourselves to look at this. It's generally understood that human beings are carbon-based organisms, fusing little carbon tubes together. It's known that these structures sometimes consuming ethanol, amphetamine. You have to supplement your body with magnesium. Tired? Mag it down. Mag time. Liver damage. Mag. So it's like, what the hell am I supposed to learn for this? I hate the fact that it's going to drop my shivers, but only for like an hour and 15 minutes. What the hell could I gain from this thought form? I have no idea.
I don't think this is an attractive thought. I think there are better thoughts that we could have.
I agree, honestly, given that we have limited space in my head. But now here's we're gonna finally do it, Aaron. I know you've been waiting for
Pat,
a long time.
I would like to propose something.
Okay.
This meeting, which now occurs in 4 minutes, probably 3.5 minutes. I am the one that called the meeting. I'm the one running the meeting.
Several maps.
Oh,
have
I'm
been
so
attached
sorry. I just
to a
meant
bulletin board
I didn't mean
hidden inside
that to
the
talk
alcove.
over you.
They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner.
I'm so sorry. I was just going to bring that up for when you were done talking.
I'm willing to push this meeting a maximum of 30 minutes if it means we can explore the curtain. Because the chat has said no curtain several times today. Sadly, I might add.
Okay. So,
And as community manager, I need to keep
hey,
the community happy.
that's dirty pool. What I was gonna say is, like, you know, I came. Have I progressed? You know, have I progressed the curtain pursuit story? I bought a book. I've purchased goods, those were part of the Gantt chart that I've created.
The Gantt chart
that I've created for the pursuit of curtain, right? And also here, so here's what I'm going to say. I think we can, what I'm going to say is when I'm going to try to steal this map with my new drug powers, because that's what really has happened here. That will be the end of this stream. That is a good little arc for the stream. Does he manage to steal a map and do drugs? You stay tuned to find out. And then we should call it. And then also we should push the meeting 15 minutes so you can get like a little time in between this and the meeting.
Oh, I'll be fine. I'm ready.
Okay.
I just want to let you know. So, like, I bought this Infinity Gauntlet for the purposes of bits.
Okay.
And I noticed there was something here on the Infinity Gauntlet. And I was like, that's weird. And so I stuck it out. And then I found out that the Infinity Gauntlet lights up.
Oh, wow. That is pretty good.
I'm very excited.
That is pretty good.
The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Oh, see, now I've got a 42% chance. The problem is now, of course, is my chance is high enough that that I will feel bad if I fail.
Are you gonna save scum?
And that's the. I saved before this, but the truth is, I think I will stick to my original result, but I am curious, like, if I succeed in stealing it and nobody knows, that'll be one thing, but I want to see what happens if this woman catches me stealing something from her store, and then Kim is like, what the hell, man? I want to actually see both of those options.
All right.
Several maps have been...
Yeah.
maps look old and faded.
Okay, here we
Your
go.
eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Here we go. 42%.
You peek at Stalky, waiting for her to be distracted. When she's not looking, you deftly rip the map off the bulletin board and pocket it.
No, I thought it was like a little stack of maps, not like the one on display. Jesus, this is awful. Now she's going to know. Good. No. Oh.
More. Steal more.
You're now the proud owner of a map of Martinez, which, to be honest, did not even cost that much.
Oh, now I feel... I'd like to argue that I was not given enough information. I thought it was just a stack of maps that she had no use for. There's a bunch of them there. And so I would not feel bad about stealing that. Stealing it, also, I wouldn't have felt bad because she would never have known. Because, like, who's going to inventory a bunch of these maps that she doesn't care about?
A cartographer.
You know, win through losing. That's my freaking modus. I can interact with this map. I can read this book. Okay. So here's the question. Do I quick unsave to see what happens if I fail just because that's why I saved?
No.
No? Okay. Then
You're just going to keep winning.
yeah, that I can't not. Okay, so here's this. I think we will stop now. Chat, I'm going to ask you to help me remember, and Aaron as well. Just because I did take the speed, so now I have a plus to whatever. I have a chance now of maybe I have failed to go and get my coat like 1 billion times. But with this +1, next time we play, after we sort of resolve some stuff here, but before my speed runs off, I need to go and try to get my coat by jumping off the stuff, because that's savoir faire.
I would like you to specify that as we do some stuff here in the bookstore, that includes the curtains.
Well, I mean, I think the coat also...
Don't you do this to me, Rothfuss. Don't you dare do this to me. Don't do this to your community, Pat.
I mean, hey, Aaron, have you met me? Do you know what game I play?
I know what game you play.
I will happily do 2/3 of getting us behind the curtain. It's just really what I'm saying here.
Wait, of getting us behind the curtain, or of actually going behind the curtain, Pat?
Well, I mean, potato.
No, there is no consonant differential.
So now I'm gonna save. Quick save. Yeah, I'm gonna quick save. Okay. Everybody, I feel like we did real good work here. Let's turn around so everybody can see my beautiful, like, if I'd really wanted to complete my deception, I would have removed the tie too.
Oh, you completed a deception already.
Okay. Everyone, the next section is a speed run.
Turn notifications on.
So I think that is where we're going to call it. Aaron, I will hop on a meeting at 3:45 if that's okay with you. Let's take 10 minutes to just clear our heads in between. And everyone, thank you for showing up today. I've missed a couple of weeks because I've been taking care of some medical stuff with my boy, and I had doctor's appointments I had to drive to, kind of a long way. But hopefully that is at an end, and so we'll be back on our regular Friday schedule. Feel free to show up for that if that's the sort of thing you're into. And now, I'm gonna actually what I'm gonna do is actually here while I leave that up, as I'm gazing lovingly at Kim on screen, I'm going to wander over here.
Kim knows.
See, I'm really doing this for Kim because I worry that Kim is a little bit, I think he's a little scared of the curtain because he's not used to this. I'm just giving him time.
He knows it's romantic. He knows, like, he won't be able to control his emotions if he goes behind the curtain.
Yeah. So now, who is here? We've got, who's online? I might want to, Vanna is here. I love, Vanna. I've done some cool stuff with her. She is fun and lovely. So let us, I will host her. I performed with her on stage at PAX as a part of a World Builders fundraiser where we played Call to Adventure together. That video is on YouTube. And she's just a delight. So I'm going to send you all to say howdy to her. She is very funny, very kind, very lovely. There she is. And so go say howdy over there. And I will see y'all before too terribly long, certainly next Friday, and hopefully a little bit before that. I've been meaning to start streaming on Sundays again too, just for fun and just to hang out with y'all. So yeah. I will see you before too long. Thank you again, Aaron. Thank you, mods. And everybody, be careful out there, especially with the Delta variant right now. The game is changing. If you thought you were safe because you're vaccinated, if you don't already know, I'm sorry to break it to you. It's not as bulletproof as we were all hoping. The new variant is still a little dangerous. So be careful. Inform yourself. If you haven't gotten that vaccine yet, get on the fucking stick. It's not just about you.
If you're vaccinated, you can transmit it to other people. So
yep.
Be safe for other people's sake.
Yep. So you wear that mask. It sucks. Nobody loves wearing the mask. But it's important thing to do. So yeah, take care of yourselves and take care of the people you love, and I will see you soon.